on the next episode of Alien Disclosure, or Corruption Disclosure. I'm trying to go a little bit light on it. This is kind of continuation from yesterday. Hopefully it opened some eyes. I don't know if it did or not. Open up that can of worms. Now, the Soulless Incarnation, that's those that are here that are manipulating the shit out of people. I'm not going to go too deep into this. Kind of say what I got to say on it. And just, do what you got to do. But we're kind of going into the soulless beings that are, I'm going to stay out of it really, just in the spiritual, so-called spiritual teacher realm in our spiritual community that say they're helping when they're actually just soul-sucking beings, basically. Soul-sucking maggots. You go to like some maggot farm somewhere in an astral. I'm just saying how, it's like this is an education perspective. It's neutral, education, protect yourself energetically. And this is why you can't say what you can't, say the truth. Not really. As much as you want to, you can't. So you have those that are journey to nowhere out there. Journey to manipulation. Souls like that. I was kind of going, so the idea is to go into like, where does crap like this come from? Well, first off, you have naive beings that are here that can corrupt lower dimensional beings, like make them worse. They have like naive beings here that are just, they just, how it is, like they're just easy to mess with. So they can corrupt the soul. And you can say this comes from this reality or thousands of years ago, another planet somewhere, and their souls get lost here. Lost people, people think they know it all or got it all figured out, just naive, just learning. And they're just easy to, they're food, basically. It was like Beetlejuice, just, I was looking in the one ads for a job, I was looking for victims, so those people look nice and stupid. That's kind of like that. So think of it on the lower dimension realm. Just see people here just, that's why you come here, you get smart, so it doesn't have to be hard on yourself or anything. The idea is to learn from the experience and move forward. Like I said, it's been going on religions forever. It's been going on forever here. So the idea is to get, not to beat yourself up on the past decisions. The idea is to keep moving forward, learn from the experience, not be a victim, and to just have your mind open. Or you can just attack people like me, whatever. It's usually the easiest thing to do. Or just ignore me, whatever. You just gotta do it. This I can sleep. I mean, I can leave this world and I do what I can do. The rest of people, fuck off, it's like whatever. It's just, I'm not sure how that works exactly. Cat. For now. So she's finicky. I don't know about that. She might come back. So yeah, it's not talking about an individual being soulless, but the ones that are doing this manipulation stuff, they're just laughing and they're happy and they're just walking all over people and stuff like that and having a blast. Spiritual parasite, teacher, whatever, just the ones that are manipulating society. And where their souls, like I said, I don't think it's not necessarily, it comes from all different type of places. They come here because that's where the stupid people are, to screw with them. Of course, people get so offended so easily and everything, but that's also part of the manipulation too. They want to unmask the creature that's here. You want to see what's behind the curtain, right? So they make it as hard as possible to see it, even if it's staring right at you. The spiritual grows right at it, and it's friendly and, common man and so on. There's different flavors of it. And go on and on with that. But I mean, obviously the lower dimensions, they feel like they're smarter than everybody. Doesn't mean they are. They just think they are. And then it might be have some knowledge there. And we're here to get, to learn from them. And there is something to gain from it. And get what you're here to get and get out of here. Because, learn what you're here to learn and not get eaten by the planet, not get eaten by the consciousness that's here. And it's, people don't want to hear it, it's too bad. That's fine. Put my 2 cents out there, they're going to throw it back in my face. So be it. Yeah, the truth hurts, and always, whatever. I guess it's just easier to get manipulated. It seems to be the case. With the film, hopefully the fantasy ends, and some are starting to realize what's going on here. Like I say, those that, I don't know, man. It's not looking good. It's just not looking well, because some of them are going through their inner turmoil. It's not come to the terms of what's the jungle that they're in. Not quite seeing it just yet. They go through their own ego, their own darkness, and not quite seeing who they're, whose dance floor they're on. It's hard to see it. But when you start seeing it, let's don't let it, take it down. Yeah, it's like finding out religion's corrupt. Like, God damn, I haven't quite figured that out. Fuck, man. Talking about late to the party. Where am I going with all this? So where do these souls come from? Like I said, they come from other planets, other realms. They come here because this is where the food is. They can feed off the people that are here unaware. And they keep you in a cycle so they can keep feeding off your frequency. Put you as a victim, or whatever it is to keep you locked down. So the idea is to break that cycle. And it's not easy for me to come out of that. And being ultra positive. And like I say, there's beings that do this. Tell everybody how positive they are. And they're having a blast, and they're happy, and they look healthy, and this is like psychopaths. They're just sociopaths that are just to grab every soul they can and feed off of them. It's like wherever they can run into the ground and grab onto them. So it's kind of a sophisticated operation when you think about it. But like I say, the less you're a victim of it, the better. But it's like a maggot farm. These beings that are doing it. Like I said, they put on the persona that they're good, but you know how it is. Of course, many don't want to hear it, and they get offended, and then this pity party and so on, and the show just goes on and on and on. So the delusion. If you unplug the delusion, start really seeing reality for what it is. And this is why the world stays corrupt the way it does. Some people end up in relationships that actually stop their growth. You might be growing in some regard, but you're not growing. Like you have the potential to, not have to incarnate here again. But some said they get in a relationship and they just stop. I mean, like I say, you're growing, but you also have to continue this cycle over and over again. So, depends. It depends. Because the idea is to heal your own past and everything, so you can move to the next level. We don't have to incarnate here anymore. There are possibilities for that, but many choose not to, I guess. Some do. They can say that they're not strong enough. They're just scared, or excuses, or whatever, whatever. Like I say, you can't be honest with people here. I mean, you can, but they don't want to hear it. It's like the delusion is just a lot more enticing, apparently. But like I said, the ones that are doing this are, Soulless, maggot farm, piles of shit, basically. And there's bunches of them. They have different personalities and so on. Well, so one example, like so like I said, it's spiritual war. So you have somebody that, like, okay, somebody incarnates regular family, say a male, just that for example, and it has a charisma, once again down to earth, like makes a good salesman. So entities come in and that are tricksters and kick that soul out if they can, and beat them, and take out whoever, so they can switch with one of their souls and keep the persona going, but now there's a new agenda there. Kind of like the Biden thing. Like you have Biden and they switch him out and now he's a clone. Same thing. Yeah, they can clone. Yeah, it's weird, but you go by what you feel. But yeah, they take, so you have brother, sister, whoever, or parent, whatever. And all of a sudden they change. It doesn't mean they change drastically. It doesn't mean they have to change to be the idea is to keep the charisma going. But some can go darker, whatever. If they're not there to, if they go darker, yeah, sometimes they get switched out by the darker version. Who knows? There's that also. But they're not trying to be a sale. They're just there to be a parasite in the family. But if you're trying to manipulate others, the idea is to have some kind of charisma, and it works. I'm not going to show any examples. I'm not going to do that. I don't think so. But yeah, they just kick the soul out and just play the tune, and sometimes a family member can die or whatever. It's usually there's a casualty there. I would think there is. And then they just kind of like they're that person, but there's a twist to it. So they have the charisma, but there's a twist. It's kind of like they're, like with a dagger, and they twist it. It's into those that are, people don't see that they're being screwed. Same thing like, what was it, Obama? It's kind of like that. There's a lot of charisma there, right? Similar to that. But then he's doing drone strikes and stuff like that, I think that's probably a good example of it. And they put on his persona, but then there's something else married to a guy, I guess. What the fuck? Whatever. Well, whatever is on that. That may be extreme, but either way. But that shows charisma and then a turning of the knife. So, and then, like I say, people, they sometimes see it, and they don't believe it, whatever, it's too much. It's like, I just don't want to go there. Things are not making sense. But I just don't want to believe it yet. So there's that. So it's like being in a relationship and you realize you married the devil, or whatever. It's kind of like that, but you're in the spiritual groups, it's like, they just don't want to see it. So, or others are going through their own darkness and they need to be there. Whatever. Yeah, it's just fucked up. Why these beings get to do why they get the power, like they get the audience and all that. I've been thankful for those that are there, but my mind gets just pushed away, hijacked, whatever. Yeah, just dwindling. Whatever, right? Because this is their world. So it's kind of like Hollywood, right? Like you gotta sell yourself out or you're a part of the game behind the scenes. So it's like a back door to success, Oh, we got banned from YouTube, whatever, now we're on Rumble, but it still has a huge following. It's like, what the fuck? Like, okay, whatever. It's like, sure. And then, but you just happen to have a pretty decent audience, especially on Rumble of all things. It's like whatever. Yeah, it's like, you say it for the good of everything, the truth, but it's like anybody can say that. Anybody can say they're for the truth. It's like telling everybody you're positive. So, but those are kind of red flags of the. It's a tricky business to see through all this without me going into details. Not that I should have to. Yeah, and then they attract. The ones doing this attract a lot of toxic beings and stuff around them, and it's just kind of like a cult and so on. Yeah, it's dirty. I mean, they can change their ways or not. So, yeah, backstabbing energies I'm getting from that. Yeah. So, it's messed up. Either way, yeah. So either way, it's thing is clear the energy, see beyond the maggot farm. It's running the show here. Come into your own frequency. Take an energy shower. I don't know if you call it see the light, but see your own progress and just not let the past. If you've been in these groups and all that, not to let the past take it down. It's a lot of people feel. I feel some people do feel how they get duped like this and so on. I just can't think of it without. You just got this learning experience. You got to keep moving forward. Yeah, that can really fuck you up. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the awakening, right? It's hard. It's really hard. Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, like the feline being attacked. Yeah, it's once you obviously got their issues too. There's obviously good feelings and bad ones. And the bad ones are, you see like a cat. They can be manipulative, stuff like that. They have, they can be hijacked by some other, like a reptilian or something. It's like, you work for us now. And sometimes they get off of it. They get off of messing with people, This is on the fourth dimensional level, non-physical realm. And yeah, they can have someone have them on a leash. And this is an alien group, yeah. And they lost the war. But they're here to manipulate people. That doesn't mean and the one that messed with me, I don't think that one's ever been good. May come off as good, it's always been bad, so not to go into details. Some might know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's complicated. Why would some alien groups do it? Of course, because they just despise humanity. Keep you locked down, keep you in the loop. Keep you there's a circle, the idea is to break the trend, to break out of the cycle for yourself. Because, people, they, like I say, they get into these relationships. It's like, okay, maybe take the chance, and many adults, they just stay here for eons, whatever. That's when, then their higher self comes to attack me. It's not a personal level. The higher self's like, what the fuck's wrong with me? I'm human self's a fucking asshole. It's like, never gonna do anything. I've been victimized my whole life, can evolve, but chooses not to. Like, you're gonna be stuck here for fucking forever. It's like, it's just your way out, now you're fucked. You go from one victim relationship to the other, you can finally find your way out. But nope. You just stay there for who knows how long, whatever. No judgment. Other than the higher self is getting darker because of these bad decisions, and it just keep going down the drain, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, that's where taking a chance, and you get chances, you get ways out of this. But the only thing to do is save yourself. during this. Yeah, that's the other thing. That let someone else take it down. It's hard. It's like you care, but you also have to. It's the preservation of self. And that's why I'm mentioning all this for those that want to. If it gets to others out there, now or future or whatever. I mean, I've talked about this stuff in the past here and there. But this just gets a little bit more deeper. It's funny, June shows up and it's going. It's like fuck it. I haven't gone all the way into it, I do hold stuff back for obvious reasons. But either way, yeah, because it's, this is certain things you don't want to get yourself involved with. Yeah, corruption is, like I say, corruption comes off as like it's good, it's here to help, it's telling you the truth. And it's not doing any of this thing. It's like, that's what I mean. It's like the dagger. It's like a jagged edge. It's just there to hook you and just to drag you out, drag your corpse out. It is about grabbing souls and keeping. This is why the cycle keeps continuing. This is why people like me are here to kind of truth bomb and then get trashed, and I'm bitter and whatever. But at least whatever. It's the alien stuff too. It's like, of course, the alien groups. So some people probably could remember. Some people. That's why I bring up the alien stuff. Some people are remembering the alien, where you're not trying to be negative towards people, but you don't want to hide what's here. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be under the bush and all. Of course, I'm doing that to some level, but because you gotta get a softball it a little bit. Yeah, because some people might be truthful, boss, so you feel like you're getting attacked, which is some of that. Some of those are doing tarot card readings, and then I'm here to tell you the truth, and you feel like you're getting attacked by the person. That's fucked up. It's like, but I'm doing this for your good, and I was like, yeah, whatever, you're a parasite. Yeah, it's all a parasite. There's so many spiritual energies, or spiritual leaders, tarot card readers. Some of them don't have the exact. Yeah, they do. I'm here to help you, but I'm here to also attack you. So fucked up. So, you want the truth, but you don't want to be energy. You want to get an energy hit along with it. So, yeah, it's messed up. It's like as some have probably experienced. I experienced before I even got involved with this. As a tarot card reader, I found it actually on Fiverr, and she was fine at first. She was nice, but then we did the reading, and she became a psycho. And she was attacking me, and telling me how bad I am. Then she did say I can help people energy-wise, but she's also attacking me at the same time. And then I got a major energy attack after that. That's before I got into channeling and all that. Because these things, they want us dead. It was like, I think she was genuine, but when I got closer to some other force came in and used her to get to me. I think she was genuinely a good person, but she wasn't aware of parasites. Yeah, so there's that. So you're a good person, but a parasite comes through, and I don't think this person ever experienced something like that before. I don't think so. It came through the tarot card read attack myself, and once that killed my ass. And I got a major hit after that. That's before I started doing all this. Yeah, I was sick for 2 days. So, they can't kill you, but they'll try. So this is what I'm battling against, shit like that, energetically. It's like, motherfuckers. And then people here, on a personal level, so not the sexual life, but just personal life, it's like they don't believe in themselves and all that. Then these entities come fuck with them. And it's like, it's all over again. It's like, fuck me, man. It's like, there's just no winning here, is there? People are just not strong enough to get through this, huh? No. And you try to be honest, and they still attack. I give up. It's like, so anyway, some of the podcasts that say that they're truth or put truth out there, to say they are, put in their title, is like, you gotta say, what what kind of truth Is it truthful, or is it, you know, was it another word for it, manipulation? Jury to something else. So, yeah. Hidden agendas. Here to fuck you up. Yeah, hidden in plain sight. So, like I said, the friendly persona. So, yeah. Right in front, and it's all about appearances. And they have to put on spells. They have to have the spell casting, which I felt it. It's just, you have to put on this, but they think, oh, it's just someone who's spiritually evolved. No, that's manipulating your frequency. They're not spiritually evolved. It's a parasite that's, trying to keep up appearances. That's what that is. Like I say, it's a soulless maggot when it comes down to it. So, yeah, when you just look at it from that point of view, they can say whatever they want. It still comes back to the soulless maggot energy. So, anyway, frame persona. So, yeah, this is the spirit war. Yeah, all I can do is put your truth out there. You don't have to put for those that are trying to learn all this, if you need to keep your space, keep silent, just do it. Yeah, you don't tell anybody, don't try and go into society, try to wake people up. That's the last thing you fucking want to do. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but obviously the soulless parasites are going to do that because that's what they are. But if you feel like, maybe there's somebody in your life you feel like you bring this up to, if you feel like you should, that's different. But you don't have to go around everywhere you go. Feel like I need to save everyone, kind of like being a Bible thumper. You don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want, but, because everyone's on their own journey. Because like I said, other people hear about this stuff, they'll come after you. They're just scared. They're not ready for this shit. They're not trying to be negative. They're just not ready for it. Or some other entity comes to them and comes after your ass. It's like, it's like, here's some Uncle Joe or whatever. Here, I'll bring him. And then all of a sudden he turns into a psychopath. It's like, okay, well, maybe I won't bring it up anymore. So, yeah, that's true, though. It might be a regular person that you might know, but when you bring any of this up, they turn into somebody else. That doesn't mean that they're actually bad, too. I mean, they obviously have some darkness going, but it just means they're just, they obviously got something they got healed, but they're not ready for it or whatever. But yeah, these entities can definitely come through other people for damn sure. Yeah, like I said, I got attacked by somebody that's hearing voices. Like I sold myself out or some shit. It's like, whatever. I mean, you truly believe that shit's completely gone. Like, damn gone. So. Yeah, but they're always saying, like you said, they always say I'm good, they're good, of what? I'm the light, I'm always positive, and you're evil. It's like, whatever. Sure. And you sold out, and you're this, you're getting paid, whatever. It's like, whatever, man. Where are you getting this shit from? So, yeah, because the entities here, they get so pissed off about what you're doing here, or at least myself. They get, it's fucked up. Yeah, so just protect yourself. Yeah, be careful who's in your energy field, who's around you, things like that. And just keep on trucking somehow. The other thing about this whole spiritual, the soulless parasite stuff that's out there. That's other things people anonymously they can talk about this stuff online. They don't have to or just not say anything. But I would think like anonymous, like anything else, anonymous people put their knowledge out, like no one trusts this and such. You just can't read the comments and just put it out there and not ignore it, because people obviously are not there yet. So it's a mess. It's a fucking mess. Yeah, that's what it's mentioning any of it. Names is not. What's the point? It's like somebody mindless. I mean, at some point there will be maybe not me, but someone else will, because people are exposing Scientology and stuff like that. So, but that's their whatever. But it's not my job. Yeah, but I imagine the spiritual groups will get some of that more at some point, but not yet. They are to some level, but they're still a lot more either way. Yeah, it's fucked up. But like I said, these beings, they come here and do this because people here are not aware of themselves, still figuring this out, and they're shut off, because we're shut off from our higher knowledge. But obviously, the idea is it gets to that level when you can see beyond all this. Nothing's ever easy. I mean, sometimes people ask questions that can't be answered. They attack me or whatever happens. There's things you just can't know. This is the way it is. Nothing's easy. It's like, oh, I'm spiritually evolving and all that. Tell me what I want to know. It's like, maybe not. So it's like, we'll tell you something, but probably not. Yeah, you're on the right track. That's about it. You're on the right track, and that's all we can say. But I say, there's certain things you just like. Well, the other thing is people want to know if they've been a celebrity in the past life, which some go into that. Like, they don't even know themselves yet. I have no fucking clue who they are. And you wouldn't say you're somebody in the past. You don't know who you are now. And you get to a point where you discover on your own. Then you just need validation, or just like, am I connected to such and such? And it's not always going to be clear of those connections. But if you're picking it up a lot of times you've been a spirit guide. You might have been them in another lifetime. There's a possibility of that. But it's good to be at a point where you can feel it yourself. Instead of just ask. I mean, you can ask. Doesn't mean you'll get the answer. Some just want to, it's like, it's weird. It's like they're not really there. Well, they think they are, but it's like, oh, was I Joan of Arc in a past life? Or was I somebody Julius Caesar, or where the fuck it is? So anyway. But there are some cases where there is some truth to that, or some other reality, or some... It's not always going to make itself completely clear. It's in the past anyway, so like, the fuck? Now is what matters. Even if now is all screwed up. It's all fucked up. But it's growth. But I'm not sure if they're going to go through some more truth revealing. Sometimes, like I say, the soulless maggot beings will, like, I might not even say their name, because there's a bunch of them. I think sometimes they know. If they see this, they know I'm talking about them. Or always think I am, or something like that. And sometimes they can pick up on it. It might come to mind or something like that. It's like, discovered. Sometimes that's worse. Because they're not saying it verbally, but it's like, shit, is this serious with myself? Am I a soulless fucking piece of garbage? Yes. It's like, well, either way, they'll just continue it anyway. Who gives a fuck? But those guys are, obviously there's a lot of. Well, like I said, they get those positions, because this is their home, and they're trying to keep people as lost as possible. To keep you, like I say, in the circle in the loop of nowhere, and the idea is to break out of it. Break the cycle so you can free yourself of this place. You definitely don't try to save the world. It's not going to work. That's what they want you to do. The new earth or whatever it is. You can connect to your own new earth or new reality or whatever that is. That's fine. That's whatever you want to call it. New earth stuff's kind of weird because it's still kind of a cult frequency. It's like, you see any changes here? I feel like it's just another hijacking. Like, in the alien stuff, it's not perfect either. Obviously, aliens are not perfect. Because sometimes the good guys have to do things they're not proud of. Like like start World War II. You know, it sucks. It's like, it's like, how are we gonna? It's like, okay, we have a cesspool planet, and we're here to bring in technologies. We have to start a war, and now all of our technologies, majority of it comes from World War II. It's like, we have to fucking do this. It's like, or it would just take. It's like that's the faster one. It's more to it than that, but like look at World War II, all the stuff that came out of it. And Hitler had to be provoked. You had to create that, which is fucked up. I mean, think about that. I mean, you're trying to do good, but you have to bring in a villain. It's so fucked up. Think about the beings that are involved with that. They had to bring, not to say you feel sorry for them, but it's just, sometimes you have to bring in, a dictator or whatever you want to call it, Antichrist, to change things here. There's a lot of other factors involved with it. But, like I said, World War II brought us to where we are right now. Doesn't mean I have to go through World War III. Obviously, been pushing for it. We have versions of that here, but I don't think it's going to go to that level. Of course, I guess it always could, but right now it seems like we're not going to get to that level. Who knows? Well, then we can go to the next life and get out of here. But so far, it was like they don't want that for obvious reasons. Because World War III happens, like there's like a nuclear bomb. Yeah, people then they get stuck here and stuck in some kind of paradox reality. It's like sometimes it's better just to, it's kind of like keep the table set. Yeah, keep things. It's not like you might have a bunch of strangers there, or psychopaths, whatever, but keep the world halfway decent, and just like do this diplomatically. You can say. It's like you have holidays, right? You have holidays with relatives you probably hate, or woes, or whatever you call it. But it's kind of like that. It's kind of like, so you get the nations of the world together at a table, you can say, and to sort this out instead of just blowing the whole place up. You know what I mean? It's easier just to launch the nukes, right? Not really, but sort of. But the idea is to have more diplomatic. That's why a lot of us are here, for diplomatic relationships. I feel like we're going insane. To sort this out. Like I said, the aliens aren't perfect. Even the ones that are on humanity's side have, they can't see everything. They have issues. That's perfect. And of course, the lower dimensions are having a blast, telling you guys are all freaking incompetent, whatever. It's like, fuck, man. It's like, fuck, I can't win here. Fucking scumbags having a blast. And they have all the power here. You have all the spiritual groups, a portion of them hijacked. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, talk about a losing war. But, for someone like myself here and others, there's some reason, some hope. That's not to say it's hope, but there is potential for, if most won't listen to you or care or go fuck yourself. It's like, oh, man. Oh, well, but the idea is to what is it called? Oil the squeaky wheel, you can say. Something like that. Find your way out of this somehow. So, I think that's about it. Priscilla's here still. So, yeah, and there's, like I said, talk about the bad cats. So think about that, because they have, because not everybody's big on the cats. Some people are dogs and whatever, but the cats have charisma and stuff like that. Some of them do. Either way. But they can get, like I said, they can get hijacked. The alien versions can. And just use their knowledge to, think about that. They're just, I don't think this cat that messed with me was ever good. So it was a bad guy. So, but it was like, oh, it's an alien cat. It must be good, right? So I don't think so. Of course, it's seeing. I mean, I've actually to go back into that. When I started doing this, I did see a hologram, which I never see. A hologram, where I used to live, it appeared to me as a hologram. because trying to get me involved with that group, and I saw it, I ignored it. I could see how tall it was. It's like what, like 8 feet tall. So it was doing stuff that nobody would do. Like the aliens I'm connected to don't do that shit. But this, yeah, hologram. You couldn't see the colors, but you knew it was the being. I forgot about that. See, the bad guys are like, I'm here. Hey, look, you want alien contact? Here I am. Problem is, I'm the bad guy. Like, but I'm coming off as good, right? Sort of, because I knew they would ignore it. So, yeah. I mean, you got all these people hijacked into that bullshit. God, fuck, man. Fucked up. Some people that will follow me for a long time know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if any of them are around still, but either way. Yeah, bad kitty. Yeah, what do we appear to be as a hologram? Like I said, I didn't see the color. But you felt the presence, you felt how tall it was, you knew who it was. And it's like, wow, that's cool. An actual alien being. Problem is, it's the bad guy. That's all. One problem. You know, not any good. Maybe I went to this ship. I don't remember that. It was during the day, too. Can never forget that. Actually, I did forget it, but it doesn't remind me about that. It's like, there's alien contact. There you go. I can go on a podcast and talk, yeah, I saw a piece of shit. I'm not going to go into all the details of what this thing's connected to, but yeah, it's a parasite. Yeah, and it attacked me later on because I didn't go for all their shit, and yeah, trying to get me to destroy myself and stuff like that. Yeah, that was years, like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, it's a piece of shit. So yeah, stuff that people don't want to hear. Of course, that discourages people to connect to aliens, but you know, fuck, you have to do what you got to do. Yeah, well, this is not for everybody. That's for damn sure. Yeah. So, alien beings, yeah, not all of them are bad. Obviously, there are good ones, but some that come off as good, supposedly, are just, yeah, alien Illuminati will appear to you. What the fuck? Help you get popular, famous. You don't even have to try. You don't have to make a video a day. It'll just come to you. But your soul is, it's linked to them now. You're their bitch now. I didn't do that, so yeah, here we are. It's fucked up. Yeah, because they do like a signal. They do some energy to attract people to them, so they don't have to advertise. They don't do shit. It's so fucked up. It's just they pull on. It's weird. They pull on the people that are lost, and those have been through a lot of trauma, and they just kind of. Yeah, I can say they kind of can help them a little bit, but also they keep them confused, and it's so just messed up. This is not for everybody, that's for sure. At least to unravel all of this. Of course, this is my job, so yeah, it's not for everybody. So I hope this helps somebody out there. Like I said, I'm not going to be too many truth bombs out there. We'll go back to channeling somebody tomorrow, but that's how I keep it kind of vanilla, just astral. Nothing comes to mind. Just screw it. I'm not here for entertainment purposes. They don't believe it or what? Who cares? Well, it's shot anyway. It's so fucked up, dude. So anyway, just survive somehow through all this. So anyway, all right. Hopefully it's helpful. All right, blessings. We'll be back soon.